Well, doing a little work on the trail bus, we discovered that the rear caliper piston was completely seized. And we've been trying for quite a while to unseize that piston that you see in there. We were able to squeeze it in, make it almost flush with the caliper, but we can't get it to come back out no matter how much we try. We've tried air compressor in there, and that didn't work. So now what we're going to try to do is squeeze some grease in there. We started it the other night, but the grease nipple that we had, the Zerk, wasn't quite the right fit, so the grease was squeezing out. So we had to wait until Canadian Tire opened, and I went and bought a few different sizes. Hopefully one of these sizes will actually fit. Got a few to choose from. And of course we've got the grease gun and lots of grease. So the theory behind this is simply you hook the grease gun up, you plug the hose where the brake hose would normally go in, or the hole rather, you plug the hole. We didn't have a bolt that was the right size to thread in there, but we had one that was close, and we just plumber's taped that and then took a C-clamp to hold it in there nice and tight. And when we were trying it the other night, no grease was coming out of that spot. It was just coming out again around the grease nipple. And I actually got the grease nipple from my Banshee. I borrowed that one right there. But then I had a heck of a time getting the actual grease gun off the nipple. So, I don't know. I hope I don't have the same problem. I thought I was tilting and twisting, but I guess I wasn't. So let's start pumping some grease, boys. See if we can get that piston to move in there. Let's hope so. Well, good thing I bought a bunch because I had to go through a few before I got it right. So the 3/8 was too big. Or sorry, the 3/8 was too small. The 1/4 was too big. But the 6mm was just right. So that's what we're going to go with. Just have to tighten that in there a little more. I just finger tightened it for now. Tighten her down, hook up the grease gun, and start pumping. Yummy. Alright, moment of truth. Now they say that these grease guns can give up to hundreds, thousands of pounds of pressure. So if that's true, then this should have no problems pressing out that measly little caliper. Especially since, although it's pretty seized, we've at least moved it inwards. See if the camera can get a good angle of this. Alright, time to crank. Oh, it's still squeezing out around the nipple. I'm gonna have to try some plumber's tape on that, I guess. Let's give that a try. Okay, that's nice and tight now. Attempt number 2. While I'm at it, this is the proper way to remove a grease gun from a grease gun nipple. Just tilt and turn. And it should just come off, no problem. Never fight with it, you'll break the nipple. Alright, here we go with squeezing. Oh, it's getting tough to squeeze. That's a good sign. she moved. Look at that. Boom. Oh yeah. That piston is out. Gotta be very careful, I don't want to score it. It's probably still in good shape actually. Once we buff that, I think we can get our working note. Oh, sorry for the focus there, folks. Once we buff that, I think we'll be able to get this working again, no problem. Take a Dremel to the outside of this piston, to the inside of that cylinder, and we're good to go. So the next step is getting the grease out of that. And I think I'll probably just end up hooking up a air gun to that, blowing as much out as possible, try and blow the reverse out, and then use some parts cleaner in the end just to give it a good cleaning. So there you go. That worked very well. I'm quite happy with the results.